Breaking news to tell you about at this hour. San Diego firefighters are on the scene of a brush fire in the Kensington neighborhood. This is in the 4800 block of Fairmount Avenue. This fire erupted right around 1:37 this afternoon. Now, according to San Diego police, this is near Montezuma Road in the Kensington area. As we told you, this is an area where it is surrounded by many homes. There's neighborhoods on both sides of this canyon. Evacuations are currently in place for the following streets: Constance, Natalie, and Norma. That means that people in that neighborhood should get out of there. It is unclear what started this fire. So far, no injuries have been reported. We have been looking at this scene. We have a photographer in place. We have seen quite a bit of smoke from this fire. Some flames. It looks like San Diego Fire is on top of this. We did see a water-dropping helicopter in the last few moments, possibly from the San Diego Fire and Rescue Department. As you can see, there are flames in this very brushy area. This is a canyon area. It is south, I believe, of Talmadge Canyon Park. So there is a lot of brush and undergrowth there. As you can imagine, with winds and the proper certain weather conditions, this could easily ignite and possibly threaten the neighborhoods on both sides of this canyon. As we mentioned, we do have a photographer on scene, Jason Levecki. Jason, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you, Sasha. Good afternoon.
Can you tell our audience where are you now and what are the conditions like? Is there a strong wind? It looks like there's a strong wind from here.
It's not as strong as I could feel it a little bit heading to my going from the left to the right from where I'm at. I pulled off of Highland and I'm near that area. I'm not exactly sure what street I pulled off into, but as you can see from my vantage point, I will note that there's at least 5 different hoses going from as far to the left-hand side of your screen all the way at the top of the valley. Then there's a few hoses down at the bottom, and there's a few engines down there. And then there's also a couple of more over there on your right. I know as I was coming in here, there was a heavy police presence where there were lots of police just going, not exactly door to door on foot, but stopping and asking or talking to people as they were walking out. And I saw a number of people from a number of different houses walking out with boxes and bags, looking like they were being evacuated or evacuated themselves. So they were moving pretty swiftly, and there were definitely a line of cars getting in and out of this area where the fire is exactly.
Well, it looks like residents are heeding the warning, the evacuation orders to get out of the neighborhood. As we saw, their flames are in that canyon area. They haven't spread to the neighborhoods yet, but of course, out of an abundance of caution, we know that in these situations, it's advisable for residents to leave the area. And as you described, Jason, there are a number of resources already out there, so they appear to be really on top of this situation to keep it contained to this neighborhood. Now, again, let's go over those evacuations. Evacuations are in place in this Kensington neighborhood for Constance, Natalie, and Norma drives. Not clear what started this fire. As you can see, water-dropping helicopters are in action here, trying to eliminate these flames as quickly as possible. So at this point, we are going to keep a close eye on this situation that is developing fire in the Kensington neighborhood. We don't know the acreage or the origin of the fire, but we will continue to keep a close eye on this situation. And we will have a further update on our KUSI News at 3 o'clock.